presentation.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of CTV News. Over the next half hour, we will bring you some of the lighter stories we showed you throughout the year. We begin with a Saskatchewan artist that took the phrase "shoot for the moon" quite literally. His music was chosen to head into outer space this year. CTV's Laura Woodward explains how.
Nigel Bell's music is heading for the moon.
I'm not going to be able to look at the moon the same again. I'm just always just going to look at it and be like, man, got a tune up there.
One of Bell's songs has been selected for a time capsule project called the Lunar Codex, which aims to put art collections on the moon.
We don't know what's going to happen to our people, you know, how many years down the road, but I'm always going to have that art up there. So, you know, piece of our culture is always going to be out there.
One of the latest missions from Lunar Codex is focused on Indigenous musicians.
I collect Indigenous art, and I find that they are very underappreciated.
The art gets to the moon through NASA's commercial lunar payload services.
It costs about $1 million per kilogram to send something to the moon. So how do you send a book, art, all that to the moon? Well, you miniaturize them, put them on one of these.
A nanofiche, about the size of a coin, that can store large amounts of data. The music gets turned into waveforms and etched into this nickel disc.
If you take 1,000 times microscope and look at it, it'll be as clear as the naked eye. It's incredible.
The Lunar Codex aims to inspire not only future generations, but also today's artists, encouraging them to shoot for the moon.
No matter where you come from, you know, follow your dreams and passions and let them know where it can take you. And, you know, it can take you to the moon.
Laura Woodward, CTV News, Saskatoon.
This next story is about a Saskatchewan man who suffered a brain injury as a result of a car crash and how he hopes his 3D creations can help others. Carla Shinkrick talked to him in October about the adaptive devices he is working on.
But you can build a variety of devices. The only thing that's restricting you is your imagination.
Nicholas Vogan spends a lot of time here in his home office. He makes products on his 3D printer, assistive devices to help people with disabilities.
And a device that would fit in that box, so I can create those wide range of assistive devices and like little gizmos and gadgets.
He was a computer science student at the U of S, but a car crash in 2020 left him with a brain injury and limited use on his right side. He didn't let that keep him down. This is one of the devices he makes. It helps people focus on their reading.
As it allows you to track down word by word and keep your place.
This is another one. It's currently being completed in his 3D printer. It helps people hold playing cards.
It makes them very visible and easy relatively to organize. I am looking for individuals that have needs for assistive devices, and I want to build them for them, but it's hard to connect with the individuals that have that need.
He's invested some of his own money, and he also got a grant for part of the cost of his printer from the group Makers Making Change, which assists people with disabilities.
It's all about connecting volunteer makers to people with disabilities who need low-cost assistive tech.
Makers Making Change has photos on their website of assistive devices that can be made by people like Vogan.
Things that could be 3D printed to help somebody open a bottle of water, joysticks for adaptive gaming, or computer mouses that you use with your mouse.
Vogan is also developing an adaptive keyboard which could be custom to any gaming device.
I love soldering, and also I can use my software expertise.
The products are relatively inexpensive and locally made at his Martinsville home. For Vogan, this isn't about making money, but more about making his life purposeful. Carla Shinkrick, CTV News, Martinsville.
This fall, a Saskatoon distillery was named Worldwide Whiskey Producer of the Year. And as Stacey Hine found out, Saskatchewan's extreme weather proved to be a key ingredient in that success.
John Cote brushes off fresh snow before tapping into a whiskey barrel. Keeping barrels outside in Saskatchewan's extreme weather is far from industry standard, but that unusual approach stood out to judges at the International Wine and Spirits Competition, earning this family-run operation the title of Worldwide Whiskey Producer of the Year.
They were very surprised and impressed with the idea of storing our whiskey outdoors, because that is totally unheard of in the whiskey industry.
That signature technique began by accident. When Cote and his wife Barb first started Black Fox Farm and Distillery a decade ago, they had no choice but to leave the barrels outside.
We couldn't afford to build a building. It sits outside, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, this actually works. And so why would you ever change it?
Cote says the barrels expand and contract with Saskatchewan's heat and cold, creating pressure changes that shape the flavor of the whiskey.
It's absolutely wonderful. It's almost like the barrels are alive and breathing.
Judges also praised the distillery's crop to connoisseur philosophy, with about 95% of their grains grown right on their farm. The owners say the award is also a win for the province.
It's a Saskatchewan award because our whiskey can only be made here because of the grains that we grow and our weather.
Saskatchewan is known for growing some of the best grains in the world for other purposes, and we should be able to make very good whiskey, and this proves that we can.
And while the award has boosted sales, they say the most heartwarming part is sharing their whiskey with the world. Stacey Hine, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Still to come, a program that's giving kids a chance to be part of a team and take part in several sports. And we meet a Saskatoon bowler that's breaking records. Welcome back to a special edition of CTV News as we look back at some of the happier stories over the last year. In November, we introduced you to a Saskatoon bowler who rolled himself into the record books. Carla Shinkarek has his story.
Knocking down all the pins with one throw takes practice and skill. Cooper Bunyak was at a national youth 10-pin championship in May in Quebec, and he did it over and over, strike after strike, until 12 in a row sealed a perfect score of 300.
It's kind of just a surreal experience when you finally do it, especially surrounded by, well, I guess, the best in their respective divisions in Canada.
This is huge, especially at a national event like that. But bowling at 300 is not an easy feat.
This video taken at that victorious moment, 300 fans gathered around his lane.
It's now or never, right? So then you go up there, and at that point, then you're nervous because you're like, well, I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it. So then, at that point, you just got to be like, well, calm down. When you get that close, everybody stops and watches. There's nobody else bowling in the bowling alley.
Bunyak is a 21-year-old engineering student at the University of Saskatchewan. Despite that workload, he devotes his time to the sport, and he's still eligible as a youth bowler for one more year. He was also presented with a prestigious Perfect Game ring this week.
This is
Thank you.
Quite an achievement for you.
So just how rare is this accomplishment? Well, here at Eastview Bowl, which is considered one of the best in the province, the last adult to get a perfect score was 2 years ago. The last youth was 1994.
That's 30 years in the making right there. So it's not like it happens every day or every week.
Now with a perfect game checked off, the next goal is even bigger. 3 perfect games in a row, something few bowlers do, but few bowlers are throwing like this. Carla Shinkarek, CTV News, Saskatoon.
This next story is about a league in Saskatoon giving kids a chance to be part of a team and play multiple sports free of charge. John Flatters dropped in on one of their games this past July.
On Tuesday and Thursday nights in the summer in Saskatoon, dozens of kids flocked to Leif Erikson Park, put on their jerseys, and joined their teammates to play one of 3 sports in the Saskatoon Tri-Sport League. For some kids, it's their first experience in organized sports.
He was like, come home. He's like, Grandma, we're going to do this. And it's like, okay. I was like, you excited? You want to do this? He's like, absolutely. So he's excited.
Kids 8 and above will meet with their coaches, get suited up with a jersey and the necessary equipment before practicing their skills. The second half of the session, kids compete against each other in games. And most importantly, there's no cost to participate.
There's a huge financial barrier to it, especially to organized sport. And so having the opportunity to give children who otherwise wouldn't have an opportunity to participate in sport, to do that here has been really incredible.
The league's founder, a former Team Canada softball player, knows firsthand that playing multiple sports growing up have physical, psychological, emotional, and social benefits.
Just so many different benefits to multi-sport sampling and trying out multiple sports, and so we think it's neat to give these kids the opportunity, and they get to see what they enjoy the most and meet people along the way and hopefully enjoy themselves.
She also knows the value of being on a team.
Because they're on the same team for the whole league, they really form a tight-knit group, and there's a lot of camaraderie, some healthy rivalry between teams, which is really fun. And kids get a sense of ownership too. They look for their coach in their colored jersey and they run up to them.
This week, the kids switched from soccer to kickball, and they're already learning some of the finer points of strategy.
If there's somebody at third base, don't bunt it, but if nobody's out and you're the first person, bunt it and then just run.
And more importantly, how to be a good teammate.
I help people, and I'm a very good team member, and I check on people a lot.
John Flatters, CTV News, Saskatoon.
In August, we paid a visit to some kids who got their hands dirty in downtown Saskatoon painting a mural. As CTV's Laura Woodward reports, it was part of a summer camp that breaks down financial barriers to creativity.
7-year-old Francisco is making a hook inspired by Maui, the shape-shifting character from Moana.
A Maui hook.
Francisco painted the hook at an art camp downtown Saskatoon.
I love art because of your imagination.
2, 3. Art duo Andy Palinchuk and Derek Sandbeck are leading the camp.
Our art practice is focused on play. So we bring a lot of that to these workshops, is that we want the kids to play and explore art in a pretty unstructured way.
What did you draw?
A kitty.
This first week, we're working on a big mural together, and then we're actually going to put it in our window gallery for a couple weeks.
Throughout the month of August, kids will get hands-on with sculpting, stamping, weaving, and even raft building.
A big part of this program is that it is free.
Inspired by Art City in Winnipeg, the Saskatoon programming is all about giving kids a chance to create without cost getting in the way.
Because there's kids and families that can't afford camps in the summer. So our goal is that this is a free camp, your kids get lunch, everything's provided.
The camp is capped at 20 kids per day, with half the spots reserved for drop-ins. Laura Woodward, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Still to come, we take you to an annual favorite that gets people revved, and we drop in on a special birthday bash. Welcome back to a special edition of CTV News, taking a look back at some of the memorable stories of 2025. A fan favorite event returned to Saskatoon in the spring, bringing together car lovers of all ages. Hallie Mandrick has that story.
Over 270 vehicles rolled into Saskatoon over the weekend, thanks to the 63rd annual Dragons Car Show.
Saskatoon is the absolute best because the people are willing to chat and talk, and the stories you get from them is what makes you do what you do.
Rick Sikora made his way to the show from Edmonton with his 1965 GTO Pontiac. It's the first time he's showcased the car, and Sikora says the response has been encouraging.
You felt like a member of the community. You didn't feel like someone coming in from out of town. And just look at the crowds here. It's phenomenal.
Organizers say it's an important opportunity to showcase the countless hours that went into restoring each vehicle.
Now they get to show off their masterpiece. They spent all this time in their garage and home and helping build it. Now they get to show their masterpiece, talk to people. They get to, there's a story with every car.
Another crowd favorite, Rod Storty's 1931 Ford Coupe.
Yeah, a lot of hours. Just cleaning, it's a lot of hours to buff it up, keep it clean. After each show, we go and we clean it and get it ready for the next shows.
At nearly a century old, the bright red model prompted many conversations between Strode and those who have connections with the car.
It's a lot of memories for the older people. They remember when their dad had that car, maybe not like that, but more original. It's just one of those things that catches people's eyes, makes them feel like they're back in their youth again, you know.
Hallie Mandrick, CTV News, Saskatoon.
This next story might have some rethinking how we view funerals. As Stacey Hine told us in November, a Saskatoon man created a game that puts fun in farewell.
I was born without a blank, but I had an extra blank.
It's a pandemic idea that's now come to life. The party game Eulogy promises to put the fun in funerals.
It puts you and your party at a funeral, and the game's going to help you create the character that you're there to mourn the loss of.
Players pick a character card, name it, and follow that character through 6 stages of life using fill-in-the-blank prompts. Then at the end, one player delivers a 3-minute eulogy. Last fall, game creator Sean Barassa produced 30 prototypes and even bought a hearse to help market it. Recently, the first shipment of 1,500 games arrived, just as Barassa became a father to twins.
Yeah, it was kind of like the worst timing. It was our twins had just been born and they were in NICU for two weeks, and then we had just gotten home. And then I got an email saying, your games are about to arrive.
He says the chaos is worth it because he believes in the game's potential.
I have the most confidence in the game. I have less confidence in my ability to take it there, but the game itself I have like the most confidence in.
He estimates he and his wife have played the game about 1,000 times, and he's already thinking about a spin-off.
The title's called Till Death, and we're just going to create a wedding couple the exact same way.
Barassa is trying to get Eulogy on store shelves. But for now, it can be ordered on his website, eulogyboardgames.com. Stacey Hine, CTV News, Saskatoon.
This next story celebrates life. In July, Saskatoon Zoo held a bash for its 2 resident bears. John Flatters was invited to the party for grizzlies that celebrated like kids.
Grizzly bears Coda and Mistea entered their habitat today a little differently. Dozens of families lined the fence to get a look at and say happy birthday to the 2 bears who just turned 20.
We're really excited with the turnout. We love that our bears are 20 years old.
The pair, who joined the zoo 17 years ago after being orphaned in Alberta, have already lived a long, full life by bear standards.
You know, in the wild, bears will live anywhere from 15 to 18 years. So to reach that 20-year milestone is really a big milestone for them. And we're just really excited to be able to share our passion and our love for these animals with the community.
Kids were able to learn more about the bears and sign a birthday card for them, while the bears were given treats for their special day.
Well, it looks like they've been swimming, and it looks like one was eating watermelon, the other is eating birthday cake.
Some were even celebrating the same birthday as the grizzlies.
I was going to get face painted, but the line is really long.
The line's too long?
Yeah, but this is the best birthday ever, though.
It was also a chance for the zoo to announce plans for a brand new 6-acre bear facility.
What we're really looking forward to is building the new bear habitat. And we're building the new bear habitat to polar bear standards so that when Mistea and Coda are no longer with us, we're able to bring polar bears and look to the future.
Mitchell says over the next year, they'll be fundraising and hope to start construction in the next 1.5 to 2 years. Meanwhile, visitors to the zoo can get behind-the-scenes tours to learn more about the bears on Saturdays and Sundays.
Happy birthday, Coda and Mistea.
John Flatters, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Still to come, a piece of Melfort's history gets decked out for the holidays, and what it takes to get a Canadian classic going for Christmas in Saskatoon. Welcome back to the final minutes of a special edition of CTV News. As we close out 2025, we want to highlight the magic of the holiday season. A couple of weeks ago, Jasmine Pelche took a trip to Melfort, where a landmark in town was transformed into a Christmas wonderland.
Since 2018, the annual Christmas Castle has been drawing visitors to the Melfort Historical Post Office.
December of 2017, and we were just driving through downtown Melfort early evening and just saw that the whole place was quiet. And it was then that the thought came to us that what could we do to draw traffic?
The Lauschebicons enlisted other volunteers and approached the city about using the historic post office. After some back and forth, the city jumped on board with the idea, and the castle saw more than 2,500 visitors its first year.
In the first year too, our sons Daniel and Peter were a part of this. In the first year, Yemi drove around all of Christmas Day and Christmas Eve just finding deals for buying the trees.
Organizers say that more than 100 Christmas trees are currently set up inside the post office. The Christmas Castle is a community gathering space, but it's also a fundraiser. This year, donations will go to the North Central Healthcare Foundation, Restoring the Historic Post Office, and the Believe in the Gold Childhood Cancer Foundation. The project is a team effort. 50 community volunteers have worked on setting up and running this year's castle. Local musicians have also volunteered to perform at the historic post office every evening while the castle is up.
It's all about Melfort, how friendly we are, how much we get together, our volunteers.
The Melfort Christmas Castle is open until December 21st. Jasmine Pelche, CTV News, Melfort.
One of Canada's oldest mechanical Christmas displays came back for another season in Saskatoon. For decades, families have made it part of their holiday tradition thanks to the work of one busy volunteer. CTV's Laura Woodward took us to the WDM earlier this month.
This is where the magic happens, Randall Simpson's workshop. But unlike Santa, he's not building toys. He's fixing the Once Upon a Christmas display.
The majority of what you see here was built in 1946.
Originally commissioned by the Eaton's department store, built with war surplus materials and shown in Winnipeg. Over the years, it's traveled across the country until 1977, when it was consolidated at the Saskatoon Eaton store, later acquired by the Western Development Museum, where it's been a holiday fixture for 38 years.
What's interesting is you look through the original display, and there's no reference to Rudolph. Because he never existed until 1947 when Burl Ives sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
One of Simpson's favorite displays is Pumpkinhead, the sad little bear, created by the same Canadian cartoonist behind Bugs Bunny.
His story is that he's got a bad hair day and all the other bears make fun of him, but he's the only one that can wear a special hat to go with Santa on his sleigh.
Behind each little movement is a lot of mechanical work.
It's really, really simple technology. There's no electronics in this whatsoever. Everything's mechanically run.
And some of the belts are still the 80-year-old originals.
I am primarily involved in maintaining and keeping it running because it does break down a lot.
And Simpson does all of it without any formal mechanical training.
I was raised by a father who was born on a farm and has a economic gene in him, and he instilled that with me. And so anything I can do myself, I do, because I got more time than money.
And it's Simpson's dedication that keeps this Christmas tradition running. Laura Woodward, CTV News, Saskatoon.
That concludes our special edition of CTV News. On behalf of everyone here at CTV, we wish you a happy and safe holiday season. Thanks for watching.